oh my gosh, you guys, that stone circle.
Yeah, I know.
My song Dream Dance, which is on my first album, which is by the same name, Dream Dance. And I was inspired to write this song by a book that I read that is called Color. And it's a book about painting because I also like to paint.
Oh.
And in the book, she goes chapter by chapter and travels the world finding how the original colors were made from powders or from stones that they were grinding. All of a sudden, I had this realization about dream time and our lives, which I consider to be a form of dream time, and that our entire life is really this big dance, this big dream dance of creation and manifestation. And that's what we're all here to do. And I was seeing this picture of just all of our lives and all of us in this big, complex, what, goosebumps right now, choreographed dance of creation, and that we're each drawn to whatever our particular brand of creation is. It could be children or painting or writing or music, building a business, doesn't matter. We're all here to do that. And so that's what I wanted the song to be about, is this idea of our dream dance of creation that we're all living in.
I mean, did you have the lyrics first, or you created the
Yeah,
music first? Yeah.
I had the lyrics first.
Yeah.
And then usually what I do is I work with drum patches
Yeah.
first. For whatever reason, that seems to inspire me more than anything else, is
Yeah.
the rhythmic drum patches. And so once I had the music done and it was time to make the video, I was so excited to be able to go over to Ireland. We were going there to travel, but I also realized this is going to be a perfect place for the video. We'd shot some footage here in town. There's an old building that has since been renovated, and I don't like it nearly as much as when it was
No.
decrepit. I love decrepit buildings. So we went there and we shot some video there. And again, that is about something that mankind or womankind or humankind builds. It's all about what are we building as people to in our dream dance. And I also I sing about cave walls in the lyrics, because those were like the original create expressions of creation.
Yeah.
So, and we did go into some caves. We went into Morgan's cave, which was incredible. We went into some of the tombs at Newgrange and Brunaboyne in Ireland. So I have some footage in the video of some of those cave scratches that you'll see kind of floating by. So putting the video together too was like ecstatic joy to go to those places. We went to Skellig Michael, that island off the southwest coast of Ireland that has monk settlements that are from 500 BC, where they build these beehive huts with no mortar. These stones are piled in these, igloo-shaped buildings, and they've been standing for 2,500 years with no mortar. I mean, it's extraordinary. So that's the explanation of that song.
Wow. I just had this dream one night. I dreamt that I was pulling like an emerald heart out of the earth. So it was like this great symbolism. And I felt like I had to write about this. And then the lyrics came, and it turned out to be also in a way a dance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and how these are really wonderful forces in all of us. So we should stop seeing them separate. We should find them both inside ourselves. So in that video, we're trying to be the divine feminine and divine masculine, and just bring them together in this dance. But they're really an essential part of all of us. And especially, I mean, when you come to creative work, how the divine feminine is more this receptive power of getting the inspiration and nurturing it, whereas the masculine power is giving it life and sending it out there, realizing this, putting it into music and into video.
I love that. because I've actually studied that myself in energy work and meditative work that I've done, intuitive work, how to balance the male and the female energy. And you can sometimes get out of balance with them yourself. And like there are times, I think our world, especially Western world, is not very yin.
No.
So I think especially as women, we can get yin to being yang so much to just be out in the world and
Yeah,
producing and
I
doing
mean,
all these things.
I think
And I
our
can tell
society, yeah,
we need some yin.
for
Yeah, go
sure,
ahead.
our society is bringing up Jangs. We're forgetting Jin, and it's really an important part of all of us. Because you can
Absolutely.
see how people are awkward with receiving.
Yes,
And that's
very much.
because they don't feel that they deserve to receive things. And I also think that Jang is a bit misunderstood because we interpret it in our society as taking, whereas it's giving actually. So
It is.
yeah,
It is.
there's a
Yes,
lot of
very
work
much.
there.
Since you're here to teach, emerald heart, a radiant star, in my vision we don't kiss, our souls never mix. The strength of the bond, the explosion of light, your reason inside, you gave me my crystal heart.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that stone circle.
Yeah, I know. We
It's
love
like
it.
a ship
That's
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
amazing. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with these things, but I really am. There's something about I actually on my current album I have some lyrics called Standing Stone, and there's something to me about the awareness of the passage of time, again related to dream dance too, that of humanity, that these stones were placed there by humans, so many thousands of tens of thousands of years ago, and that they're still standing
Yeah.
is like a testament of the intention that placed them there, that I find very moving to even just touch them and just be near them. There's something to me that's very powerful about it. I mean, obviously I'm not the only one, because there's thousands and thousands of people that feel the same way, right?
Yeah, there is. And I guess it sparks something because every one of us, of course, we wish to leave something for those to
Yes,
come.
a lasting
Yeah,
legacy.
and this
Yes.
is just evidence that someone left something for us to see. Some piece
Exactly.
of a mystery.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we're
so you want to move on to
we're going to play another one of your videos, I think, soon. Do you want to tell us some more about it?
Yeah, this one is from the second album called Naked Kate. This album is a cover album, and I'm kind of surprised that I did that, but there's a couple reasons why I did it. The genesis of it came from one of my audience I was posting something on social media, and he was like, "Don't let too much time pass before your next album, please." And that really hit me, because I thought, "Oh my gosh, he's right," because it takes me so long to make my records because of the way I work. I'm not in a band, so I have to, do everything myself in a way. I mean, I'm working with a producer now, so that's making it go a little faster. But the first album took like 4 years, and I'm thinking that's way too long. So that triggered me of how can I get something out sooner? And then it just so happened that Kate Bush re-released her entire catalog remastered. So I bought the entire thing on vinyl, which was extraordinarily awesome. And I listened to all of them, just going, she's so brilliant. And then she also released a book of lyrics called How to Be Invisible, of all of her lyrics as poems. And there was one copy left of a signed version that I found on eBay, and I thought I have to have that. I have to have that. I want it as a talisman in my studio because she's inspired me so much. I want to put that in my studio and have it inspire me. So there was like formidable bidding on eBay. I didn't know if I won it. I woke up the next morning and checked my email, and I had won it. I was so excited.
Oh,
So it
congrats!
came over. I know, it was awesome. It came over from England and I got it and put it in my studio and I opened it up and there was her signature and I just laid my hands on her signature and just absorbed the energy of like, thank you. And I'm going to use this energy to inform my writing. And that was in like February of last year. March 25th, I woke up from this dream and I had this voice that said, why don't you release an album of Kate Bush cover songs, all done acoustically and stripped down, and call it Naked Kate? And you'll be on the cover, it'll be white, and you'll be there with your guitar with nothing on but just the guitar and the chair, just to symbolize that the songs and everything is down to their essential nature. And I was going, okay.
And I think the picture is actually right beside you. Yeah.
Yes, this is the back of the back cover. This is the front cover. And then this is the back cover. Yeah. And
You're here in my head, like the sun coming out. Ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when.
Yes.
There are so many things to say. There's one thing that I thought before we watched the video when you talked about how she was inspired by this book. I got this question a while back because I published some of my poetry in More to Life magazine in UK. And she said, could you please write a piece about why you write, about your writing? And I took this home and I started to think, I mean, I also get easily inspired by a book or a movie or something I hear. I thought it's like unfinished conversations. I have to take them home and finish them, process them.
yeah, that's a great way to put it. You should maybe write a song about that.
Maybe, yeah.
Just breathtaking,
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So tell me now about the last song in our presentation today.
Yeah.
Is yours.
I
Tell me
think
about
maybe
that.
I don't know if the video was maybe the idea to the song, but we had the chance to go in a steamboat on a lake.
It's a friend of mine who
Yeah.
has a steamboat.
So we were quite eager to do some footage with the drone. I'm flying the drone, so I'm talking much about the drone. we're also doing some live streams with the drone with only nice views and landscapes and like that without music.
But it really started.
that's cool.
It really started because he took me and some of the colleagues from work with this boat, and the steam engine. It's like a drum machine. It has this very meditative rhythm. So I was recording it on my phone. And then the pipe on the roof, I mean, that's E. The key E. So, I mean, the sound of it was amazing. So I was like, okay, you have to blow the horn because I want to record this.
Yeah, I love that. So you used field recordings in your song?
Yeah. So
I love that.
So I just brought that with me, and I was like, okay, I wanna do something with this. So the steam engine is actually there on the chorus, the rhythm in the background, and there is the horn also.
Yeah, and also when we did the video, we had a chance to drive the boat, both you and me.
Yes.
For a little while.
So
I've
driven a steamboat.
Yeah. And we actually also crashed the drone into an island, and we have to.
It was a great adventure.
It was a great adventure to find it, but we have the GPS signal to it, and we find it alive but damaged in the forest.
Oh my God.
And so what is the song about then?
Yeah.
It's actually about this creative process because there are pieces of the lyrics saying like the great poet awakens within. It's really when you make that connection with infinity and you find the inspiration is coming through you. And I'm also thinking that we're growing through the process. So the more you do, you realize that these are steps to get you to the next level, that you couldn't reach the next level unless you had done all this stuff before.
Yes. totally get
Totally,
that.
yeah. And sometimes
Yeah.
I write too many songs, so I just need to somehow leave them behind because I wasn't meant to do something with them. I was just supposed to get them out of the system so I could do the next thing.
Right. Yes. God, that's so, I totally relate to what you're saying there. It's great. And what is this name of the song?
It's called Bridge Between Reality and Dream.
And we loved it so much, so we actually made it our slogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what I think art and music really is in a way, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because you're bringing something from the ethers out into that they can hear as notes or look at it as a drawing or something
Yeah.
like that.
And we
That's really
we combined the drone footage from the steamboat with we went to a lake near where Nico's parents live.
Yeah.
And that day it was just the surface was a mirror. So we were bathing with our clothes on. And I also got to sit with this long, beautiful blue dress on the stones.
Like a mermaid.
Yeah, like a mermaid. And, I loved The Little Mermaid when I was a kid. That was like one of my favorite movies. It's always been a dream, to sit on a rock.
I cry like 5 times. I know.
It's the bridge between reality and dream. Nothing what it seems, echoes oblivion. Embrace your freedom.
Oh my God, that was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, totally transporting. It totally transports you to that gorgeous. I mean, the footage is stunning too.
I know.
Yeah.
After that day
Yeah.
on the steamboat, I mean, it was like the soul just came to life again.
Yeah. That's another example to me of like just capturing this moment in time that I loved when you talked about how you have these poetic moments, like connecting with the sound of the horn going, I want to record that and I want to make that into some music somehow. Those moments when the lightning bolt or whatever that is, those are some of my favorite moments literally of being alive. You feel so alive in those moments.
And
You know what I mean?
Like you said yesterday when we were setting up, like falling in love. You just discover this, and when
Yes.
you start creating from this, and it's like you're in love, and you can't get enough of it.
Yes. That's what I love. And you're falling in love over and over again.
Yes.
Every time you're writing a song and you get a new turn of phrase, you're falling in love with that. Or, oh my God, I love that drum sound. Or, oh, check out this amazing piano part that I just discovered. Each moment, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're in love all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a love junkie.
And it really hurts if you have to kill them then in the production.
I know! That is very hard. That is a hard one.
Oh, because sometimes
Yeah.
it just doesn't work
So-
out. It's a sad thing, but yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's true. It's funny because I have certain germs of songs that I've started. I feel like you can kind of get a sense that maybe it's not going to work out. I don't think I've finished a song like fully produced and had it be like, I'm not going to use this one.
No, it's more.
I think I know before I take it.
It's more like you start drafting it, and there are too many hiccups. It's not adding up. Either you put it to rest, like a year or sometimes 10 years, and then you pick it up again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you see
So, so what is next? Are you working on an album now as we're wrapping up? What is next? for you
actually
guys?
this Wednesday live streams, we started them how long is it, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, or maybe less, as a project to do the recording for a new album, and the album is so far only called W. It will have a real name, but maybe it's a mystery to see what it will be. So I hope everyone will join us on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. GMT +2. We are really excited. We have a shop that we are working on. Have a designer working on it right now. So we will get our music out and our merchandise. And I know you, Nymphya, you are ahead of us on that with a shop. So you have one set up for you.
Yeah, we will
that's
post
been-
the link to your shop here.
So it's been quite an inspiration for us to see your shop. I will post a link in the comment if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
Nymphya's shop.
So what about you? Do you have some new exciting project that you're working on?
Yeah, I do. Thank you for asking. I just wanted to say I love the W. I love that. I mean, that might even be just a cool name, but I just put 2 and 2 together that that's for the Wednesday. Right? That's
Yeah,
the
it could
W.
be.
We didn't think
Nice
about
idea.
it. I mean, I already have a name in my mind. We just didn't want to out it yet.
I like it.
So it was just the stars aligned, I
gotcha.
guess.
So, well, I already mentioned my third album of, and my second of all original stuff called Through the Looking Glass. And I'm working on it right now. As a matter of fact, this afternoon, I'm going to go work on the second song on the album, which is actually called Through the Looking Glass.
Oh.
I have the first song totally written and recorded, and I'm extremely excited about it.
Yeah.
I feel like the music is even better than ever. Working with another producer, being able to really fine tune the sounds
Yeah.
in a way that having his expertise there is just bringing the sonic tapestry to a different level, which I'm extremely excited about. So I'm working on, my favorite part, the writing, the inspiration, the pulling the pieces together. I have about 4 songs written and 1.5 songs produced. While I'm working on that, which I imagine is going to be at least another year until that's ready, I'm working on a remix of House of the Rising Sun, which is a song I have an acoustic version of. And I'm doing a remix of that. And I'm working on releasing like an EP of some sundry items and rarities, like 4 or 5 songs. That one, a Song of Sirens on it. I'm thinking of doing a remix. I found some recordings when I was an opera singer. I mean, I still am, but I don't actively go out and sing opera right now because I'm focusing on this. But I recorded a few years back some arias and oratorio pieces, and I'm thinking of maybe doing a remix of one of those.
Oh, that's
I have
exciting.
to kind of pull the vocal out. Yeah, and I'm kind of like in an enigma sort of a way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of including that on the EP. So there's a lot going on in the creation stage right now, which makes me always
But
really happy.
it's
And
really
then-
nice way, when we work like this, both you and us, we do a lot of things on our own. It takes time to put a full-length album in out there. So it's really nice to we're trying to put out a song every now and then that we make it a journey. We bring the fans in, so they get to be part of the work. They get the song every now and then, and then in the end we'll have a full-length album. Because otherwise it will be silence from us.
I know. Yes, and that's why the EP, because it's like, let me give something.
Yeah.
And that's actually why the Naked Cake. It's like, I can't have gaps of 3 years.
No.
Yeah, and I've thought about that too. I release one song at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said somewhere I was mentioning, but I basically every day when I wake up, like my first 3 thoughts, one of them is about my music. What am I going to work on today? What's the next step that's going to be that next step today?
And
building the brick by brick by.
And it took us 10 years.
It's a way of life, right?
It took us 10 years between our first album and our second album. But I hope it won't take 10 years to the third.
Yes. You can't, yeah, I know. That's what I was realizing. I'll be like 80 before I have 4 albums. It might take forever. Right?
Now when we went through our old stuff, we actually noticed that we had 1 year there in between that we did like 1 song per month. So you could actually say that is an album too.
Yeah, actually, when we go through our material, we can find more albums, even though we didn't release them.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you both for this was your idea. This is your live stream, and for coming and inviting me. It's so wonderful. I love that I kind of know you now. I feel like I'm friends with you now.
It's mutual.
Yeah.
Have a little piece.
It was really interesting to meet you.
Thank you.
And it's so nice to talk about the creativity, all these things.
It really is. So thank you. And let's just stay in touch and best of luck with your
Yeah,
album
yeah, you too,
and
you
your
too.
Wednesday streams and everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
So please come back next Wednesday and follow this live stream. Until then, bye bye.
We're wrapping up now, so
Bye
bye
bye.
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 It's the bridge between reality and dream. Nothing what it seems, echoes oblivion.